moment, like right now. So, I want to do a song-based version of that, but whatever. So, we were talking about mid-boss. Oh, the four agents. So the four generals. Boros, I want him to have an issue about, even though he himself doesn't touch boys, like I said, the priests that...
No, he's actually like Vega. He's boy-faced. He's pretty boy.
But I want him to have an issue with child molesters. I want to have a bunch of child predators as the flesh crafted into the motorcycle. Motorcycle spewing hellfire, nonetheless. Like literally, like the magma of chaos runs through their veins. They're constantly in pain. Why? Because he demands that. Like he literally points out, what was it? What was that one song? 11 saintly shrouded men. Yes. So he wants 11 priests flesh crafted into this motorcycle. Like to each of them, she gives them something. You know what I mean? The politician wants only her favor. The mogul wants to have his fame established even further. You know, stronger than Moloch.
Oh, yeah.
He wants Moloch. No, he wants Moloch. So she literally calls forth Moloch and crafts him into a fucking weapon or an armor.
A watch.
A watch. Yes, a pocket watch. Hells yeah. Or do you want a Rolex?
Honestly, given the situation, how do you want him to be? Do you want him to try to be, vintage dapper, trying to bring that back as a, trendsetter, or he could just stick with the
give him the rolly. The more you talk, the more you mention that, the more you're right. This guy, as far as I know, would be a modern type mogul type. Like
he wouldn't be very eccentricities of fame too.
That is a good point too, but at the same time, Rolexes, or at least
they are
vintage watches.
You can get like an antique Rolex. I mean,
well, yeah, it comes down to wristwatch or stopwatch, pocket watch. You know what I mean? And I think we can do a lot more with a wristwatch, considering the urban fantasy setting as well. Not that a pocket watch wouldn't be good, but I'm just considering his design in my head, and
it's more easy to abscond with for someone who really wanted
the pocket watch.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's go with the wristwatch. So she's going to turn Moloch into a fucking wristwatch.
And honestly, for all intents and purposes, that could be what keeps him bound to her.
Well, all of them, they're all going to gain something, yeah.
It's like
like a shackle, yeah, manacle. So he gets the flesh-crafted watch. Boros gets the flesh-crafted motorcycle. Hellfire running through the veins.
The bear just gets flesh-crafted.
The bear is fine the way it is. The bear is just the bear. Seriously, I don't even want to get... But it does have a dire bear form. It will have an overlord form. But otherwise, the bear is just the bear.
Yeah, the more you poke the bear, the bigger it gets.
Exactly.
And then you have Boros actually poking the bear.
Poking the bear on a stick and then throwing...
Oh no, poking the bear.
Oh, like that. Maybe.
He likes them big. He likes them hairy.
You bear fucker! Do you require assistance? Oh my god.
Father of the bear spawn.
Oh! And the politician, once again, wants only her fervors, so instead, what she does is that instead of doing anything else for him, she crafts a pair of wings on his back that can disappear. So basically, he becomes her angel. If he's her high priest, he becomes kind of her angel. But like a really
honestly, if
version.
it's her high priest, I could see her imbuing just a portion of her power into him, so he can do the same shard thing to other politicians to further her goal.
Corruption, yeah.
And what better place than probably one of the most corrupted places in this area?
Actually, no. That might actually cross the Pact of Pantheons for the most part. While it's true that she can splinter off normal people to a point, and she's a real disruptive force in the world in general.
Since she can do it almost to an unlimited extent on lesser people.
Well,
he only gets like 3.
I'm wondering. Well, the thing is, because of who and what he is to her. What I'm wondering instead of is, considering his position in the most corrupt place on the face of the planet, what if he was instead her sponge? His connection to her is a one-way ticket from him to her. So he's been feeding off the corruption of the politicians and just directing it to her.
Oh,
that makes exactly. Do you
he's a funnel. Okay,
a funnel. Yes, he's a funnel for her, and that's his greatest joy is just to. But he himself, like she placed a bit of herself in him. Her pure essence, not just what she did with the others, where she flesh crafted them, or you may have my power. No, a part of her flesh is inside of him, and because of that, because they have this connection, he can actually siphon direct, or she can siphon from him anytime she wants, and he's just doing all he can to help corruption
Screening further back channeling.
Exactly, and so that's his position.
Purposely taking bribes.
Purposely taking bribes.
Well, no.
I feel you though. I feel like just outright,
backing the wrong horse on purpose.
Outright backing tobacco for baby fucking companies. Chewing tobacco for baby. I like this shit. Yeah,
legalizing snuff films.
Yeah, and I can see. Okay, I am seeing the shit, especially in Neo LA. That is a thing, at least in Undertown. And once again, his connections in Undertown, and combined with her cult that's growing there, it's causing a problem because there is going to be an Undertown arc where the Generalist and the shop is going to be called in to help out with the Queen of Monsters about this shit because there is a Queen of the Undertown. You know what I mean? Kieran Blood, or is she chimeric? I think she's Kieran Blooded actually. There are 2 Kieran known to this world. I won't talk about the other one. But I forgot if she was a Kieran or if she was just a straight up chimera of some sort. But like the chimera, you know what I mean? The Manticore. She was just ultra powerful. I remember that much. And to the point where the shop actually respects her. Hell, Dash is with her. So that kind of helps too. When you're fucking the shop, you're going to get that favoritism. We don't care. We're the goddamn shop. Sucking this dick, you're going to get extras. So, well, in their case, it's more like Dash going down on that pussy, but, it's good for you. Is it good to a brother? Mm-hmm. So, in that case, seriously, a brother. So with Debbie, though, so she has these 4 that are basically her...
But only 3 are... Because of the politician... Well, no. Only because the politician has to stay there.
Yeah.
Only 3 of them will ever be amassed around her unless it's that fight.
Yeah.
And even then, he's probably going to be the first one to be like...
Even more so than Boros. Boros would get there as fast as he can, being the bodyguard. Well, and all he does is that he's supposed to be going around increasing her cult to the bikers, to the toughs. He's supposed to raise an army like that. Like, she has so many different ways of marshaling resources. I fucking love this. You know what I mean? Of just expanding the cult between the Mega Mogul, and then you got the bear who's just bear.
And actually, I had an idea on how Kaegro, as loathsome as it would be to him, could further his worship base. Literally find the slummiest part of the town and just give out money to help them out.
That would actually be a problem with Pack of Pantheons, believe it or not. Gods and higher gods cannot that's the thing. The reason why
find out or have GSG forgive loans.
Now that would be a start, but I think in his case what would be even more part of it is Kaegro also demands loyalty. That's why there's only 10 people right now that are really...
Or perform miracles.
That too. They could perform miracles. Well, ish. Once again, the point of the Pact of Pantheons is to separate the people from the gods. The gods exist, but if they interact with the people too much,
well, no,
they
he can do
crusade.
It through GSG. It's a high priest. High priest has
that's
to
what I'm saying,
interact with people all the time. He can be like, GSG, I know you don't want to do this.
We're going to do some magic. Well, to a point. But
what kind of miracles? Well, financial miracles, I guess.
Well, it's like this. Consider this. Debbie's going to get away with doing some crazy shit because she is honestly a disruptive force. While the Pact of Pantheons binds all, let's just say, good, or at least anti-heroic entities in a peaceful truce, lest they bring the entirety of the pact upon them, which is the entirety of all these other gods and overpowers, or even worse, they might go tell that to the extreme existence and bring them in. And there is a running pattern and a running, not joke, but there's a rumor that whenever a person learns of the extreme existence, the first thing they learn of is never call for the extreme existence, because that'll place the entire... Every time the extreme existence shows up...
It puts existence in jeopardy.
Exactly. Either shit has already hit the fan, or shit is going to hit the fan. Or something even worse will show up afterwards. In fact, it's stated almost explicitly, never contact JDW unless you are ready to go down that path.
Oh god, I had a fucked up idea.
What?
Last ditch effort, Kaegro. Fucking... We need some badasses. We are badasses. Wrong kind of badass. What do we need? Unit 13.
They can't cross over right now, but yeah, that would be an idea.
No. I can see this taking.
Later on.
Yeah, like at that final fight, him just going. This shit.
I'm just gonna hire the finest mercenaries I can. Unit 13. Adventurers. Don't forget bounty hunters. That was it. Place a bounty hunter
and he finds a way to blip them in. They're like, where the fuck are we? All their gear's right there in front of them.
It's time to duel.
You're getting paid for this.
Send her ass to the Shadow Realm.
How much are we getting paid? I'm liquidating each island for each of you.
That would work too. That would work.
Most of them would be like, what?
That's like 100 megabucks each. If I remember, a megabuck was like 1,000 plats or some shit like that. So yeah, that would be an island each. Yeah, but
Oh no, he would liquidate the asset of the island.
Oh, my bad.
He would literally put that shit on hot sale.
In consideration of Debbie's power and everything, I would think that. Oh well, no, that's what I was explaining. So because she's an agent of chaos, chaos and order don't have to follow the Pact of Pantheons because to them, following in their measures and disrupting everything is their goals, their main end game anyway. Whether it be to accomplish uber peace and at least order. So that means usually stricter hierarchy, stricter laws. For instance, karma was actually you remember the overpowered of conquest was actually a overpowered of order. So the shit that he institutes is going to be tighter laws, tighter rules. You know, he gets rid of the mill pole and then creates the riot police instead, the riot squad, and they're just hammering. Like he institutes
honestly
curfew. You know,
I could see Kaegro doing that as like one sense of a last ditch effort.
But the thing is that means Kaegro being a god of order though. He will be, or at least towards order. Not that he is order, but towards order. But that he's going to be more lawful, more rule-based, which means he's going to have to follow the Pact of Pantheons. Because that is, even a higher god will follow the Pact of Pantheons. Because unlike other places, the Pact of Pantheons is also backed by the shop.
These are all just hypotheticals. Or, since he can't involve the living...
I see where you're going.
He would go through the souls of the dead and find the biggest heroes that this area has ever known and offer them a chance at life again.
If they hadn't been turned into spirits by GSG, I'm just saying.
No.
There's always that chance.
No, if he finds them, their essence, their soul, and give them that one last shot of glory.
Oh, you mean when they're spirits?
Yeah.
The alcoholic drink, I mean.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's the alcoholic drink spirits. I'm sorry.
No.
So, don't forget, GSG...
The ghosts of the superheroes.
Yeah, those are usually turned into spirits. That's canon. But here's the thing, though. Even though a soul can be ground up and mishmashed and reconstructed into drinkable liquids, alcoholic liquids, that doesn't... There should be... I would think there might be a process to undo it, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kaegro drink him and piss him out.
Gervais, if I was to, say, resurrect certain notable heroes whom you have turned into, delicious alcohol, how could we undo that somehow and bring them back if I wanted to resurrect these people?
Let them evaporate.
Well, it's interesting you bring this up, sir. You see, first thing you should do is, eat cake. Delicious cake. Wonderful cake. We should go have cake. Afterwards... a wonderful toast. Drink about 2/3 of the actual alcohol, and so long as you have done that, you should be able to resurrect them through the materials that you have ingested and the alcohol. And afterwards, the 1/3 that's left, they can be turned right back into delicious spirits. It doesn't obliviate or consign to oblivion the souls. It merely transforms them into sublime, delicious liquids. Why chocolate cake? Why not chocolate cake, sir? Never forget, Gervais St. Germain is the
and it would literally boil down to this is a one-way process, isn't this?
Yes, it is. But ingested, you should be able to do something, and it'll be fun to try out anyway, huh? Let's go! Never forget, GSG is one of the best characters I've ever made. I like how that came up in the last podcast, how his incarnation of he was supposed to be a bad guy, I accidentally turned him into a helpful good guy, and it was like he was just sinister, and then he just turned into like this phenomenon. He turned into the Beatles, but as a businessman. So, I wouldn't mind if two of the people actually betrayed her, Boros and Bear, if anything, mainly because she looked down upon bear fucking, I don't know. We need to go consecrate our love on top of these priests. And the fucking flesh motorcycle is actually officiating the thing. Dude, this is the most fucked up wedding I can honestly imagine.
Honestly, no. Those two getting together would probably be highly approved by her just because of how
yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's not those two. It's the Mogul. The Mogul does not like being shackled. He actually preferred it being under Moloch. Like, now he has more responsibilities, and she keeps harping on him about shit, and of course he's not
like marriage, but he doesn't get anything out of it.
Exactly. But she is fucking the other ones. So, you know, he's the only one not getting fucked because he's like the one she doesn't like.
Getting fucked, just not the way he wants.
Exactly. He's the redheaded stepchild of the fucking foursome.
He's a ginger.
Yeah, so he's the one that will eventually break troth and help
She shoots him the worst
others.
because she knows he has no soul.
Yeah. It's because she swallowed it.
Oh, your soul!
So, there is that. Honestly, there's not much else I can really think about with Debbie. Her insurrection, or her invasion of this world, the reasons why, her origin, her powers, her abilities, her design, her look, even her goals are pretty much what?
I had an idea for her, actually.
There you go.
Just something simple, like you have karma and all that. Dysphoria.
Oh. Well, the thing is, those are for overpowered. She's not an overpowered. She's a rising force. Or whatever it is, 2 under overpowered. But and she is also of chaos. I don't want to give her a name like Diazepamathrax, but what if we did give her a more chemically sounding name? Diazepam! No, her name's Debbie, not Pam. Oh my god. I wonder what would happen if we looked up chemical names with the name Debbie and what the cross-referencing of that would be. God. So, Debbie, chemical name, let's see. Debbie Chase, first American. Was Debbie Chase the first American?
Albino black Jewish lesbians on Zoloft.
Oh, but by Richard Crevelin. Oh my Christ! What is this a book or a? Is this a book or is this a script? No, this is a script. But it's a book on Google Books, even though it's a script. And it's not even a properly written script, and it's called. What is this book? Albino black Jewish lesbians on Zoloft. What the fuck? The shit I find on Google. What the fuck? Hey, are there chemicals in Little Debbie's snack cakes? Yo, let's look up. No, go away. I don't want to fucking pop unders. Let's look up. You know, if this doesn't work, why don't? Oh, wait. Some of these ingredients: interesterified oils, partially hydrogenated oils, blah blah blah. Carnauba wax.
Carnauba wax?
Carnauba?
That's what you put on surfboards.
Huh. Emulsifier, sorbic acid, titanium dioxide, natural. Carnauba is the only thing that sounds like a name to me, though. I was like, Little Debbie, a chemical sounding name, Carnauba. But no, that's not a good name for a creature of chaos. Chaos! Fuck it, we'll figure something out. So, what was the name you were thinking originally? Sorry?
Dysphoria.
Dysphoria.
It's like the opposite of euphoria.
Dysphoriax. Dinothrax. I kind of just want a thrax name at the end of it. Ansla Sax. I mean, look at that from Bastard Dark Schneider. Ansla Sax. It's not only a cool sounding name, it's a throwback to Anthrax. You know. Dimorphiax. At the same time, that's kind of bad, Dimorphiax. But Dysphoria,
Dysphoriax.
Dysphoria is what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Dimorphia? No. Dysphoriax? Dimorphiax?
Body dysphoria.
Yeah.
Dysphoriax.
But she doesn't hate her body, she's everything. I am every woman.
Maybe she hates everybody else's body.
Ooh, that's good. What would that be then? Would that be a undysmorphia? Undysmorphic?
I don't know. That's going into shit for overeducated douchebags.
We are overeducated douchebags. No, we're overeducated assholes. I'm sorry. Yeah, good point. Don't be doing the Hideaki Araki thing where you're looking around trying to get... You're doing it! You asshole! I know it worked once with Darius to begin with, but come on. Drake Dogma. Her name's going to be Unchartediax. Dark Sectorial. Metal Gear Solidiax.
No. It was a shot.
We'll figure it out.
PlayStation.
Televisia.